One day as I walked by the Hawkesbury banks, where the maids of Australia they play their wild pranks, 'neath a palm-shaded tree I sat myself down to admire the young damsels who gathered around on the banks of that stream in Australia. On the banks of that stream in Australia, where the maidens are handsome and gay. Oh, I had not been long at that beautiful scene, where the fields are delightful, the trees are all green, when a lovely young damsel to me did appear. To the banks of the river she quickly drew near, to the banks of that stream in Australia, to the banks of that stream in Australia, where the maidens are handsome and gay. She tore off her clothes, and before me she stood, as naked as Venus just come from the flood. She looked in my eyes, and smiling said she, "This is the robe that nature gave me on the day I was born in Australia. On the day I was born in Australia, where the maidens are handsome and gay." Now she dived in the water without fear or dread, and her beautiful limbs she exceedingly spread. Her hair hung in ringlets, her colour was black. "Sir," said she, "you will see how I float on my back in the streams of my native Australia, in the streams of my native Australia, where the maidens are handsome and gay." Now being exhausted, she swam to the brink. "Come and save me, kind sir, or I surely shall sink." Like lightning I sprang and took hold of her hand, but then my foot slipped and we fell to the sand. And I entered the bush of Australia, and I entered the bush of Australia, where the maidens are handsome and gay. We frolicked together in the highest of glee, in the finest Australia you ever did see, till my head to her beautiful breast was inclined, and the sun in the west all its glories resigned to this beautiful maid of Australia, to this beautiful maid of Australia, where the maidens are handsome and gay. When the 8th month was over and the 9th month had come, this pretty fair damsel brought forth a fine son. She looked for his father, but he could not be found, and then she remembered that fall to the ground on the banks of that stream in Australia, on the banks of that stream in Australia, where the maidens are handsome and gay.